Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're out here working on my 1987 GMC R30. This is my crew cab dually square body. It's got a 454. We put an MV 4500 in it back in the very beginning of the year. Anyways, what I'm going to focus on this particular episode is D1990ifying this thing. Okay, so when I first bought it, it had shaved door handles. It's still got a bunch of stuff that's like shaved or whatever. So it got some kind of silly looking like little LED lights that in the fender flares. I'm gonna try and deal with that at some point. It doesn't have side markers on the front, just lots of little dumb stuff like that. Well, one of the things that bothers the crap out of me about this truck is this sail panel thing or whatever, and basically there's a vent window under this, and I call it a vent window because it doesn't actually like open, but square body guys, you know there's supposed to be a window here. Well, all this is just basically a piece of lightweight thin sheet metal that is welded onto this part of the door. I don't particularly like it. Actually, I rather hate it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're actually going to cut this out, and I'm going to try and do it in such a way where we're not going to affect the paint. So it's going to be kind of interesting. While I'm at this, I think I'm going to try and go ahead. I've got window moldings and window strips and stuff, and this thing leaks air real bad. It's not so bad on moisture, but it leaks air real bad going down the road. And when it's cold out, it can get kind of, well, it's cold in the truck. It has a hard time. So like right now I've got it actually duct taped up. So, but I'm going to try and get into that part. But number one priority right now, I really want to get these panels off. There's one on both sides. So we'll go through this side, see what kind of mess we're going to make. So basically, like there's a lip here. I'm going to cut this back so that I can get a piece of cardboard in there, so we can cover up the glass so that we can protect stuff best we can. And then we'll come in and then we'll cut out a big majority of it to get kind of away from the edge so that we can see where the edge is. And then I'll come back and smooth it out. So like I said, the hope here is to do this without destroying the paint. I mean, the paint is not in great shape, okay? But if we don't have to go in and repaint this thing right away, that would be ideal, because when it's time to repaint this, it's gonna have to come all the way apart. So anyways, but it'll be fun. Haven't cut metal like this in a while, so get into it and have a good time. So here we go. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse. All right, I think we're getting into like a diminishing returns situation now where I'm just kind of chasing stuff. It looks like I got a little more into the paint than I was kind of hoping to. I ended up nicking the glass a little bit too, but the glass has got a lot of weld splatter from whenever they put these panels in, so they're not as good as I was hoping. So we're just kind of rock them for now. But man, this is something that's just bothered the heck out of me for a really long time. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do to keep this from like flash rusting and stuff. I might just, honestly, I might just coat it with some WD or something for tonight and then kind of think on it some. But I'm really pretty happy with that. So we'll have to do some actual body work when it's time to actually paint the truck, but I can live with this. This is a whole heck of a lot better. So I really hate just like the lack of visibility, the lack of sunlight, the lack of, I mean, just, and the weirdness. It just looked freaking strange. So, but anyways, pretty happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to focus on this door. I'd like to maybe get this door kind of like done or whatever, regarding seals and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to move on to doing the window seals and go from there. All right, we got the interior door panel off of the door, and we went ahead and grabbed the window moldings out. So they were all broke up. That one is the worst one. That's the one I'm focusing on today. Heck, I don't even know if I'm going to do any more than that today. But this door, I want this door done. So it's a bit of a mess. So, you know, it makes all kinds of noise when you're going down the road when you don't have those window moldings in. The windows clatter, and then there's the wind noise. The wind noise just drives me crazy. I can't hardly hear my music going down the highway, and I get just a freaking jet of cold air right on the back of my neck, so it's super uncomfortable in the truck. So now I grabbed the parts that I need, or that I think I need, from LMC Truck. I don't know if that's even the correct way to go, but LMC Truck, I bought stuff from there before. I've been fairly satisfied with it. I decided to grab their stuff again. Seems like they have the most comprehensive, I guess, the catalog is the easiest to use. It's like a real parts diagram with broken down parts numbers and everything else. And I figured that even if there might be a better quality part out there, that I would be more, I'd be closer to being correct on the part that I'm actually ordering, since everybody kind of calls this stuff different names and everything else like that. So yeah, so I grabbed it from LMC Truck. As you see, I'm just opening this for the first time. I hope it's correct, because otherwise we're going to be in a world of hurt. So I actually happened to get the interior and exterior window sweeps from a friend. Come here. Okay. Yeah, so we're supposed to have a window channel kit and a door glass run, right hand and left hand. $59.83, that's right hand. We're working on the left hand. Okay, I think these are for the fronts. I think this has front and rear, or I'm sorry, rear window channel molding, and then also the sweeps. So we'll see if I am correct. $56.58, $56.58. Okay, it's my understanding that they're the same side to side. Okay, and then we got a 76, a 73, a 77, and a 72. So I'm guessing 72 and 73 go to one thing. 76 and 77 probably go to the other thing. Hold on. Let me look at, I have no idea. Let me look up what I got. I bought the stuff like a month ago. 5672 is inside left hand. This is inside right hand. Okay, we're working on left hand stuff. '77 is okay, out. Okay. All right, so, and then 5658. Okay, all right, yeah, supposed to, I guess they're the same side to side. There is a seal that's for the vent window. I probably should have grabbed and I didn't, so maybe I'll try and do that at some point. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing this goes in the corner. Yeah. All right. Got some silicone spray somewhere, I think, or that'll probably help. Yeah. Okay, let's go see what kind of damage we can do. Okay, I got that in. I think it's in good. That took a fair amount of effort. I ended up using WD-40 down there. The window channel for the molding is, I mean, they're old, you know, like, so there's like rust and stuff like that. And obviously I'm not going to be able to get that out and service it. So I just kind of soaked it down with WD, which, well, that might cause other issues, but for now, that part's in. So I'm going to do the window molding, and then the next step will be get rid of all this tape. So, but this goes up. That's nice. That's nice and solid in there. So I'm hoping that's going to be really excellent. So time will tell. You know, I'll take it for a ride at some point. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Well, I made a bonehead move. It has been a staple of mine to use brake cleaner for getting adhesive off of glass for probably 2 decades. And I screwed up. I should have cleaned that glass before I put this brand new molding in, because it just destroyed the felt. So good news is I know that now. The okay-ish news is just that channel seal is not that expensive, and I can buy it by itself. I have the part number. I'm pretty disappointed in myself. Anyways, keep moving forward. Okay, so while I was cleaning the glass up, I decided that since I've already got the door part, and I do have another seal because they're the same part number side to side, that I would go ahead and grab the other seal, put it in here. That way when I put this door back together, it's together. I don't have to go back into it. So I'll order another one of these seals. I can probably go ahead and take the delete panel off on that side, and then maybe I'll do weather seals and stuff like that on that side another day. So, but anyways, like I said, keep moving forward. So I really hate that, but it kind of is what it is. So I'll lube this one up and I'll shove it in and we'll button this thing finally back up. Well, that was a mess, but I've got it in now. Of course, my glass that I just cleaned is covered in WD-40. But putting the inner sweep on. So there are some great videos that detail the actual process for both of these situations, the window molding and the window sweeps. So I'm not going to go over that in detail, but suffice it to say, it's not that bad, but I do kind of feel a little bit like some monkeys trying to screw a football. So anyway, so all right, almost done. We're going to button this up. Alright, well, I feel pretty decent about that. That panel came out, I feel like it's pretty good for being kind of roughed in. So we'll, at some point we'll have to do some actual body work to get this completely ready for paint and stuff like that. But the reality is I don't intend to paint this truck anytime in the near future, so I'll probably come up with something to protect this so it's not going to flash rust or whatnot. But I am excited about taking this on my next drive to see how well it seals the air out and stuff. So wind noise is a real big thing for me. It just drives me absolutely nuts. I'd like for this thing to have like a like a Bluetooth a Bluetooth phone app. It's already got it actually. Just I can't hear nothing, or they can't hear me. So that would be really cool. Let's get this thing sealed up so it doesn't make a bunch of noise, and then we can have kind of some modern amenities without having like a stupid new $100,000 pickup truck. So but here we are. So we'll probably catch up with you on, I don't know, maybe another episode. We'll do I want to do side markers and stuff like that, and get this thing a little better. The fenders, let me see if I can get you in here. So the dually fenders are in really bad shape, and somebody had shaved the side markers and then put these little goofy LEDs in. And I wouldn't mind digging out all of the filler and stuff like that, see if we can't salvage that. But it's these fenders are so bad. The problem is that square body dually fenders are super duper expensive. So I don't know, it's got some weird body work in it and stuff like that. They've been fixed a few times. So, but that right there, gosh darn, that looks so much better. Anyways, so thanks for coming along. I think that's kind of cool. We're going to D90ify the whole truck, so it'll get you know, here I got side markers, should be side markers there, and there's not none. So we'll see if we can't get some side markers in it at some point here in the near future. I believe I think what I have actually is some of the lights for the dually fender. So, but anyways, thanks for coming by, and we'll see you on the next one. So no idea when that'll be.